What is up, players and pimps? So we finally get a chance to talk about Emma, right? I have got to run her a little bit. I mean, I didn't really have the resources just because I got done messing around with Chainsaw Girl to really do anything with this girl. I leveled up her job a little bit, like once, twice, and I got her to only like level, I don't know, like 26. But guys, it doesn't even matter. It just does not even matter, right? Because she's that powerful and her ability is that useful. So what I'm personally trying to do with her is just give her gear that is adding to her skill effect. That's obviously very important for this girl. Her skill effect is effing amazing, right? She marks, well, first of all, she fires 5 magic missiles and does great damage with them. She also breaks the enemy's attack by like 37% for 12 seconds. Wonderful break. It's going to dampen the damage on your whole team. And the best part is it marks all the enemies in a large area. And you can now lifesteal off of them with the damage that your characters do. And obviously, as it will scale up as the ability levels up. It starts at 10%. I think mine's at 12 or something. The point being is at 10%, that is pretty awesome alone. I'm sure it scales up to at least 20, 20%, 10% of the damage that you do converted into healing. Listen, I got a rogue that hits for like, 10, 15,000 damage. Getting, just 10, 15% of that back in healing is absolutely amazing. So she makes a lot of crazy party builds possible, right? Instead of just having a tank now, because a tank's not going to benefit from it as much unless a tank's doing a ton of damage. I still have to test it out with Fran to see, well, I mean, she does do a lot of damage. It costs her half her health, but we'll have to see how much she can heal back up. So it is very, very awesome. Not to mention she just does great damage. And she looks good. So she is kind of like a hybrid. The magic missiles make her like a mage damage. She is going to contribute some damage. But she's going to contribute awesome support and healing. She has that holy smite thing. Once in a while everybody will catch a heal off of her. And then they can also just, use her mark ability to get lifesteal off of enemies that you're fighting. And these abilities start off at like 12 and a half seconds at a time. So it's pretty nifty. Let's get in here. Oh, no way. Whoops. Hold on, guys. Let's just get rid of some stuff. And then we can go into this level and rock the Casbo a little bit. Again, I was surprised I was able to just throw her into the story in the mix with my other team. And I was surprised at how good she was doing, she's level 30 now. And I ran her with no gear. I did have just like a weapon equipped on her. So now she at least has a little bit of gear, and some of that skill effect increased. So it'll be nice to see a build for her like that come together and for her skill to just be very effective, because she does have a powerful ability and she looks pretty cool. She sends that sword flying. When I saw her with the sword, I honestly thought she could have been like close quarters for a second, but no, she does do a ranged attack. So we will see. I usually go for these ranged units first. She's going to mark everybody right now. Well, first, she's going to fire 5 missiles and do pretty decent damage to all of them. And now their attack's down, and there's lifesteal on all of them. So actually, this girl could do a lot. Let's see how much lifesteal Fran can get from her high damage ability. Okay, so actually, that's pretty sweet because, well, wait a minute. Huh. Alright, I don't know if she got the lifesteal from that. I don't know. I'm going to have to run it some more and see how it affects Fran. Obviously, because Fran's sacrificing her hit points to do a lot of damage. But my other units can heal off of it lickety-split. But for Fran, it might not be worth it. In fact, maybe I shouldn't have. Well, it doesn't matter because I can mark them and Fran can slowly heal. So I'll just have to start dropping her ability here. Here we go. Fran, you need to do some damage without hurting yourself. So that way you can heal up a little bit. Ooh, she's close. She's down to like 1,000 hit points. Well, anyone that runs Fran aggressively is used to running her at like zilch hit points. So this is nothing new. Ooh, we're under 1,000 now. So, obviously, she has a ways to go to be able to compete with the healer that I have built. But he just has an AoE heal ability that he throws down on the ground. I do think this girl's healing can be amazing when properly applied. I just don't think I have the ability to do it yet. There we go. Get some chainsaw action in there. And DPS carried the way. So, the point is, she is definitely a cool character. I've explained the way that she works, but this is her at a low level, with low power gear. But I can tell you right now, she blows any of the other characters out of the water when they were like her level and had the equivalent of gear on them. She is super potent. So yes, UR characters definitely get a pretty huge power boost. Let's actually look at her. Let's see, here she is, level 30. Here's her skills. Armageddon, rightfully so, Missile 5, Life Mark, and Attack Down. This is a pretty impressive ability, and it's going to scale up. Cast 5 magic missiles that deal damage equal to 215% of hero's attack. Everybody in that big circle, you guys seen it. Life Mark, place a mark on the target for a duration. Allies attacking the marked target will heal for 11.5% of the damage dealt. And this will scale up, obviously. I don't know how high it goes, but if you really think about it, like rogues and high damage characters can really bank a lot of health out of that. And of course, the attack down, reduced attack by 37.5%. This is great to throw on a boss in that last wave and just, you know, break their attack by that much. It's nice. Another thing she has is blood curdling. Oh, blood curdling. Blah. This scares everybody, right? It makes enemies run away. I've used this before. I forget which other character it was. This can be very useful for nasty mobs because when they're running away, your ranged units can still target them and attack them. So you're literally getting free attacks in while something's running around in circles. It's not attacking you back because it's running away, so you're pretty much getting free shots at it. So this works good, and it works good in scenarios where you just get swamped with a bunch of enemies. You know, they all turn around and start running away, so your ranged units have some time to pick a few of them off before they start coming back. It can be very useful. And Emma's weapon skill is regeneration. Heals 17.5 of the hero's hit points over time. So that's very nice. Holy Smite, 30% chance to trigger on attack, 12-second cooldown. Heals for 10% of hero's hit points, and this is for an ally. Instant, so this can trigger, and she can heal people. But here is where the UR character really shines. We got Adventure Mastery, level 9. We have Event Mastery, level 9. And then we have Demon Mastery, level 9. Very applicable stuff. All of it, all over the place. Great. And then we have Divinity. Pretty good stuff here. Skill defense 3%. Skill crit 3. Crit damage. Dodge chance. Block chance. Good stuff, right? Here's the gear mine has. It's nothing special at all. And the fact that she can just hang with my other units. Well, she can't really keep my tank alive yet. But it's kind of hard to compete with Homeboy. I can tell you this right now. She's definitely doing more damage than him already. That would not surprise me in the slightest that she would be doing more damage than my Miko, just from her 5 magic missile things, and she's like low on stats. So she's going to outdamage Miko. She cannot out-heal him yet, just because his AoE heal is just so great. But hey, since she does good damage, she could always be used as kind of like a support healer thing too, that does great damage. It all depends how you want to set her up and how you want to build her. You can build her more for damage, or you can build her more for skill effect and healing, so you can get more lifesteal, more healing, a higher percentage out of all that stuff. So that's important to know too, right? This girl can have multiple builds for multiple parties. She can, if you can turn kind of a roguelike character that has a high rate of attack and does good damage, if you can make them super tanky, and kind of make them your tank, somebody with like taunt or something like that, she can keep them healed, because they're keeping themselves healed off of like the vampire ability that she's pretty much giving them, right? It's just that Fran kind of has a hard time doing that. She has a slow attack speed. She doesn't really attack for that much damage, so she's not going to get as much out of the healing as she would from just normally being healed. But assassins, you know, damage type characters, rangers, they're going to get hella healing off of that, because it's going to scale off of the damage that they're doing. So that's kind of like the nature of the beast here. That's the ability to understand, is the lifesteal that she gets. I mean, the attack break is just universally awesome, very easy to understand. That's going to help any tank, right? And again, yeah, she does good damage. Those 5 missiles that come out just totally rock. We have Acolyte, Cleric, Paladin. I'm going to have to look into this and see. Obviously, I can get more healing out of her, which is what I'm going to try to do. Because even if I can just barely catch her up to healing with Nico or whatever, I know she's going to be able to out damage, and I'm gonna be able to add more damage to my party. Plus, she just looks pretty awesome. They could even be ran together. All depends on what I'm trying to do, but can't wait to mess around with their jobs. But this is this girl in a nutshell. Her attack is ranged, obviously. And her support is double down, increased damage received by target by 4% for each debuff on the target. Cool. So, increased damage received by target by 4% for each debuff on the target. Okay, because remember, she does put debuffs on people. Like, I think her mark is a debuff. Obviously, the 37%, you know, to your strength or damage or whatever it is, that is a debuff, so they're also going to take more damage per each debuff. So if somebody has like 4 or 5 debuffs on them, they're going to take 20% more damage. So it's pretty damn gnarly. That is a very attack mod is pretty damn awesome. I could totally see why this girl is UR Armageddon, says it all, right? And a nifty crowd control fear ability. That's pretty impressive all together in a nice package like this. So she can do a lot. You can do a lot with her. And I can't wait to explore and see what other possibilities I can do with her. Let's see. I'm also thinking about, obviously, running her with Athena, right? Because if Athena can get some lifesteal out of that thunder that she throws, that scales off of her defense, she's going to do good damage with that and heal good with that, right? But she's not going to sacrifice half her health to do that. That's the issue that I have. I think the lifesteal percent is just too low for Fran to actually take advantage of it. I'm going to have to run it again and just see, obviously, because Fran's sacrificing half her health to do a bunch of damage, and then she's healing, you know, a certain percentage of that number. You know, once I get to a high enough percentage, I should be able to recap most of the hit points that she loses. But it's still not going to be as good as straight up healing. So this might not be the best character to run with Fran. Especially if you want to use Fran's ability to do damage. But she works with Fran if you simply run Fran to aggro and tank. But then you're not going to be using Fran's ability to AoE do damage to everybody. Fran's just going to be sitting there as a hit point pool and taunting everybody. And Fran will still bank off of some heals from this girl. So it is what it is, but obviously I'm going to put Athena in when I'm running her. But I still have a few things to test out with Fran, and that's why she's still in the party. But all in all, this is a great character. Totally worth like the 10,000 lapis that it cost to get this character. And I'm really glad they did that step up. And it was cool to see that I wasn't the only one that really kind of like kicked himself in the ass today. I figured, that's why I tried to rush and get the video out there. And unfortunately, some other people made the same mistake. They were just like, ooh, button, you know. And I wish I would have got the video up faster. You know, what are you going to do? Maybe I would have helped some people. I did help a couple people, I've already been told. But some people, they messed up just like I did. And I think if I would have put the video out earlier, maybe they would have seen it and not wasted the lapis. Somebody even told me they're going to just re-roll an account because they just had a fresh account anyway. So yeah, go ahead and just re-roll it, because all it's going to cost you is 10,000 lapis that you can grind out really easily to just pull this girl off of her step up. It's great. She's totally worth it. Definitely a unique character. So I think we will leave it off at that. If I missed anything, somebody please let me know. If I made a mistake, please correct me. I would like to know, right? Helps me out a lot. And I hope you guys enjoyed this girl's launch today. Was pretty cool. Was kind of a roller coaster for me, because I was like, oh, what the hell? Been giving this game so much props. I'm like, damn, this is out cold. And this was before I saw the step up. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I was in a weird place for a minute. I was like, damn, baby, damn. What am I gonna do? I just gave this game so much props. And come to find out, all I had to do was scroll down, and I would have seen the awesome, innovative shit that this game is offering us. A UR character for 10,000 of the currency. I mean, hell, even if they put this character on a rate up, on a banner, it'd probably cost me more than 10,000 lapis just to pull the character off of a normal banner and risk having to pull a dupe. So for them to give us a UR character for 10,000 lapis, that is effing A. That is just amazing. That is awesome. Thank you. It's great. Other games need to take a page from this. They need to take a whole effing chapter from this. That is how good this is. This is definitely a step in the right direction with URs. And I want them to get the credit that they deserve, because I want other game makers to take notice of this, right? UR doesn't have to mean dread and misery for the large majority of players. It can mean happiness for all players. And this is a step in the right direction, and I'm digging it, and I'm going to make a little noise about it. I'm going to let everybody know how good this is for gachas in general, and that's just what I think. Hit like if you agree. Peace, everybody. Have an awesome night. I am.